Good morning. We're just leaving camp. Had a good night's sleep. It is just over 16 miles to Duncannon, and we're going to get as close as we can today, so we can pop in there in the morning, hit the post office before 12:30, and we'll take it from there. Looks like a little bit of a overcast day this morning. I'll take it. These are great for hiking. The longer it stays cooler, the better. And just up ahead here, I think we've woken up a family of deer. They're not like the deer in the Shenandoahs. Yeah, they're gone. They're not letting us get close at all. So at some point today, we're going to reach the halfway point between Delaware Water Gap and Harper's Ferry. And Harper's Ferry is our original goal. And I gotta say, this time last week, I wasn't sure if we were going to make it. Things were looking grim. I wasn't even sure if we were going to make it to Port Clinton. But we did, and we learned some lessons. And one being, take your time, just cruise along. The trail's not going anywhere. And we have no reason to be in a hurry. So we're not far from Peter's Mountain Shelter, and if I remember correctly, I stopped there in '99. I think it's one of these big giant McMansion affairs, kind of like Bryant Ridge Shelter in Virginia. I showed that actually last year when we went through there. Quite a big shelter, and I think this is kind of similar in size. But we're going to go check it out. I imagine there's a privy there, and we're going to make use of the privy, and we'll give you our rating. Well, I will. Garvey prefers to do a cat hole in the woods, or should I say dog hole. And speaking of privies, I've spotted a privy in the woods right over there, right in the center of your screen. Nice. The trail will provide. And I'm ready. Well, there's no latch on the door. No latch on the door, and it's very cave-like in here. Yeah, he almost need a headlamp. Okay, so that's one less star right there. Yeah, I've had better privy experiences. I think the most light was coming in when I opened up the lid. Cleanliness, not really. Can't give it a star for that, but I could shut the door so it has space and privacy. I'll give it like a 2.5. Yeah, only because it has good ventilation and it doesn't smell. There you have it, 2.5 out of 5 stars. And let's go ahead and check out the shelter while we're here. This whole area here is closed off, reforestation. So we have some bear boxes. Nice fire pit. Ooh, that would never be code. Porch without a railing. Good thing there aren't codes out here. Got a spring down there. We're gonna have to get down there and get water. And there it is. Yep. Very McMansion-like. I remember this now. From '99. It's all coming back to me. I sat at that picnic table for quite a while. And I think read Backpacker magazine. Yeah, ridiculous. So, spring is there. Looks like somebody has left some water jugs up here. We're gonna get some water and then head on. Maybe even have something to eat before we leave. Okay, well this was a long way down. I stopped counting long after 300 steps. I'm guessing it was almost twice that. But what we have here is worth it. It's a beautiful pipe spring. And I actually brought one of these gallon jugs from the shelter. There's 3 of them. I only brought one. I only have so many hands to carry with. But we're gonna fill up and make that treacherous ascent back up to the shelter. Well, it's a great spring, but now we get to walk all the way back up. Yeah, this is the trail. You can see the blue blaze on the lower left hand of your screen. Then you can see the blue blaze right there in the middle of your screen. That is where we're headed. It'd be a typical day in the Whites, but we're not in the Whites, we're in Pennsylvania. Good news is, after we're done with this climb, it'll make everything for the rest of the day seem easy by comparison. So yeah, we didn't really have much of a choice there. We had completely drank all our water, and the next water is 6.7 south. So on a day like today, even though it's overcast, we had to get water. So I just pulled out my phone to find out where we are. And it turns out that back at Peters Mountain Shelter, we're at the halfway point to Harper's Ferry from Delaware Water Gap. So that's pretty encouraging. I'm not sure if we'll make it the whole way, but we're sure going to try. A little bit hazy this morning, but we should be able to get a pretty decent view. Ooh, and there's a big raven or something there. What is that? What kind of bird are you, homie? Just sitting there, doesn't seem bothered by us at all. Maybe there's something dead over there, I don't know. There's not a turkey vulture. It's big, whatever it is. Check it out. Homie 1. And homie 2. Well, you two are birds, you should be doing something. Come on, I got the camera going, let's have a show here. Where's your tip jar? You want a tip? Come on now. Huh. Dude, you're like sitting right there. He's drooling too. Maybe that's like a rabid bird. Can birds get rabid? I wonder if it's going to attack us. This one's just like checking things out. Yeah, this is kind of weird. You're just looking at me. Flyway, are you injured? Maybe it's injured. I don't know. Yeah, that bird was fearless. That's kind of weird. Maybe there was something wrong with it. I don't know. Didn't seem the least bit concerned that we were there until we just kind of crowded it, and then it finally took off. But yeah, very odd bird encounter. Oh yeah, and look at this behind us. Beyond this, but pretty nice. We're gonna have a quick break here at Clark's Ferry Shelter, and we're gonna head down the spring, get some water, and I think we're gonna stealth camp somewhere, but let's have a quick look. I stayed here in '99, and I believe I had that bunk right there. For some reason I remember it being much bigger. I don't know why, but yeah, there was a bunch of people lined up on the floor. Yeah, very nostalgic moment here. Ooh, it's a nice one. It's a double piped spring. think I'm gonna get water from the upper one. That's what I usually do. Closest to the source. And we're just outside of Duncan, and we're not quite out of the rocks just yet. These are a little bit different than the rocks we've been seeing so far, but they are still rocks, and we are still going over them. So hopefully that's going to change a little bit once we cross the river and get into the Cumberland Valley. Looking forward to going through some farmland. And Garvey's ready to be done with the rocks too. And what a view. Just incredible. Check out this little corridor. Keep putting my phone away only to bring it back out again. Just that kind of day. Different scenery everywhere we're going. Well, we took a gamble, and there were plenty of nice spots around the shelter, and we walked on past to the I guess it's called the Eagle Scout campsite, and that just I don't know, I wasn't feeling it, so we decided to walk a little bit further to see what we could find, and we just went through that big giant rock maze back there, and that was kind of unexpected. And now we're back in the woods, but everything is either sloped or rocky, so I don't know what we're gonna do. We may end up walking almost the whole way into town, I'm not sure. Okay, well, you know I'm gonna show you this. Old rock walls and old foundations, I love them. I'm telling what this used to be. But there's definitely no way to camp there. There's a big old pile of rocks. Okay, now this is cool. Look at this old rock wall here. There was obviously something here at one time, besides hiker trash camping. And this is probably party central. I would imagine there's probably beer containers in there. Maybe even a spot that where I would get a visit from a local. But looks like there's some camping back that way, and I'm going to take my chances because it's nice and breezy here. I'm pretty sure I can see the river, and as long as somebody can hear Garvey barking at them, that's all that really matters. If they see him, it's over. They'll start laughing. But, ooh, this looks like it'll work. Yeah, nicely groomed right here. People have slept here before. What do you think, Garvey? You like it? You like it here? Okay. Well, this is home for the night. Garvey's noticed that we have company over here. So we're about 2 miles from Duncannon, I guess. We'll be there in the morning. We're going to go to the post office, get all that stuff sorted out, and maybe even take a 0 day. Enjoy the town. It's been 20 years since we've been here. 20 years since I've been here. Garvey's never been here, so yeah, we'll see what Duncannon has to offer. It's been a long time.